What's up, weirdos? What's going on, guys? Good evening. So, another big close for Bitcoin, guys. Absolutely fantastic. Look at this climb. Golden Cross played out down here perfectly. Holy smokes, guys. $122,000. We closed right around $122,257. Very, very nice. Very nice. Sorry I wasn't live earlier today, guys. Got stuck down at the government building. I was renewing my passport for my trip to Jasmy Labs coming up in November. So, yes. Okay, so Bitcoin looking hella juicy, guys. Absolutely fantastic. Let's get into these super chats. It's not going to be an incredibly long live stream, guys. I know you guys have the open mic night over on the Patreon, so yeah, I won't hold you up too long. Candyman says Amal and Juan are identical twins. Their mom only carries one baby photo in her wallet because if you've seen one, you've seen them all. That was a good one. I got to steal that one, buddy. I got to steal that one. Big Kev, what's up, man? Thanks for everything. Your leadership has shown me how to achieve six-figure portfolio, and it's not even alt season. Thanks again. With LFG and Pico, my portfolio, I believe, will be achieving a seven-figure soon. Absolutely it will, brother. Amen to that. Isaac, lick a tongue. My dude, what's up, man? Rob, I hold Miria, Zebek, and Moonwell. I really want to trade my 6K in Moonwell for Miria. I'm not comfortable holding Moonwell anymore. Tangent gives me problems when I try to swap it. Isaac, here's what I would say to that, my friend. I would not bail on a project as solid as Moonwell because Tangent is inconvenient, right? You're throwing away a lot of money because Tangent is annoying you. I would either find a different platform to trade it on that you could send it to or something to that effect. And I also, just to add a little bit of a note on there too, is holding 3 is decent, right? You want to maintain some degree of diversification in your portfolio as well, right? So it's not a move that I personally would make, my friend. I would find a way to make it easier to trade my Moonwell, and I would hold it. That's my take on it, brother. Okay, let's get into the chat. Isaac watching over on X, my dude. I appreciate you, man. Rob is our crypto lord and savior. Oh, that's blasphemy, my friend. I wish. Rise above. What's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Jamie, what's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Rich, what's up, my friend? I hope you're having a good Friday. It is a good Friday. I'm kind of tired today, but I'm here. I'm with you. I'm with you. God bless you too, ePlay. Thank you so much. H. Barbarina in his house. What's up, man? Mary, I'm eager to see 140, bro. Amen to that. Let's go, baby. Oh, House, thank you, sir, for everything. No like equals no bull run. Long day already in bed. Gym at 4 12:30 a.m. comes quick. Hey, got to get those gains, brother. Got to get those gains. Milk Money, what's up, man? Double the likes for double the gains. Absolutely, man. DH, yo. Happy to have a helping hand in these awesome times. Hey, absolutely, man. Congratulations, to everyone who toughed out all those red days, the boring days, the sideways days, the blood in the streets. You're about to, be rewarded for your patience. Jared says, sell it on Caleb and Brown. That's what I'm doing. Yes, there you go. Milk Money, what's up, man? Good evening, everyone. Happy Friday. Ready for open mic night. Thank you for all you do. Hey, absolutely, man. I get the fries that'll cross your eyes, brother. Yo Mars, what's up, man? Guys, make sure you hit the like and subscribe on the way in. We got 143 people watching. We have 37 likes. Let's boost that up to 100, guys. Let's get it going. Ari, happy Friday. Jared says, happy Friday. Freaky Friday, weirdos making money. Pour over to the Patreon. Hell yeah. Alex, what's up, man? When Moon? Soon, my friend. I prefer the custodial. Gamma Goddess, there she is, the one and only. Happy Friday. Let's get that money. Amen. EZ says, yo, how's your big metric looking? How are big metrics looking? The M2 total 2, etc. Might have missed it if you covered it this morning. No, I covered it yesterday. They're not really metrics that need to be covered on a daily basis, the M2 and stuff. M2's kind of sideways and stuff. What you need to be watching right now, the big metric you need to be watching is Bitcoin dominance. That's what you need to be paying attention to right now. You know me, Rob, please help me. I'm a sissy bear chicken wuss. Hey, there's nothing wrong with being a little chicken bear sick chicken. I can't talk tonight at all. Holy smokes. This market has me trained to think it's a solid pump followed by a bigger dump. Yeah, well, it's that way until it's not, right? That's the thing of it. And speaking of that, guys, I got to get a little something. I got to say a little something here, okay? Now, I made a video earlier today, and I was talking about how it's not altcoin season. It's not, what I mean is it's not the blow-off top parabolic phase of the altcoin season, right? It's not that time yet. Bitcoin has to top first, and Bitcoin is still a long way off of topping. That being said, I did see some people mentioning Caesar, and here's the thing. I think a lot of people misunderstand Caesar. Either they misunderstand what he's saying, or they're only hearing what they want to hear when he says something, because I'll watch one of his videos, and then I'll read some of the comments, and I'll say, that's not what he said at all, right? And what I mean by that is that right now I know Caesar is doing a lot of content talking about how we're getting rid. This is the beginning. Everything's going to start taking off, right? Now, he's right, but he's not talking about altcoins going parabolic tomorrow, right? He's talking about this being the starting line. This is where things are about to start going parabolic for the next few months, right? That's what he's saying. He's not saying it's altcoin season right now. Alts are going to take off and go parabolic right now. He knows just as well as everybody, well, as I do, that Bitcoin has to top first. He's not saying Bitcoin doesn't top first, but some people are taking what he says and twisting it or misunderstanding it. So I just wanted to clear that up. Caesar's not saying that it's the parabolic blow-off top phase of the altcoin season right now this week. He's saying this is the start of things starting to get fun after 3 years of boring red sideways action. Like you were just saying, the market has trained us to have a big pump and then a bigger dump, right? So we're trained to expect that. And what Caesar is trying to say is that phase of the cycle is over now, right? That now we're going to start to pump and then just pump and then keep pumping is what he's saying, right? So yeah, I think some people misunderstand him sometimes. That's my boy, right? Easy says, not sure I even worked the past 2 days, just been camping in the swingers chat. Having a good time. There you go. Nice. What's up, Pencil Next? It's me, Yamario. Good evening, Senor Roberto. Hello. Dave, what's up, man? Let's freaking go, brother. Gamma says, good evening, Ari. Spuds, what's up, buddy? Isaac, that's no problem, brother. I got your back, man. Kathleen, hey Rob, what time is considered the daily open and close for the crypto market? Do you use Eastern or Central? I use Central because I'm in the Central time zone. So the daily close for Bitcoin is right now 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, right? If you go to the chart right down here, you see the bottom where my cursor is on the thing here, right there. That gives you the countdown to the close UTC time every single 24 hours, right? So you can go by this little ticker clock in the bottom left or bottom right hand corner as well of your charts. Most charts have it on most platforms, right? So yeah. Strawberry Dragon open mic Friday night. Let's go. Conservative price targets as soon as BTC does its thing. Let's go. Exactly. Spuds, Moonwell is on MetaMask. Yeah, there you go. Telly, what's up, Rob? Thank you for your help. I trusted the process and enjoying the process, and we're not done yet. Salute. K Lily's in the house. What's up, man? Mad Adam, Quentin, I see you, buddy. What's going on? Candyman dropping some more. Second one today. Since we didn't have a live stream earlier today, we are behind on the super chats. So Candyman filling in. Ever since I needed my wheelchair, my wife has been so rude to me. She's been pushing me around and talking behind my back. Nice. Jed said, what's up, man? Let's go. Absolutely. Let's go. Let's get into some of the news, guys. Let's see what's going on out there in the wide world of crypto. On this fine-ass Friday night, Coinbase seeks national banking license amid industry growth. Coinbase has applied for a national banking license, joining Ripple and Circle in this regulatory ambition to broaden their financial services capabilities in the United States. WF Capital, I see you, my guy. What's up? Zebek in the house. This move could enhance institutional interest in markets and market stability, potentially boosting cryptocurrencies' values like Bitcoin and Ethereum amid evolving financial regulations. Coinbase is pursuing a national banking license following the path of Ripple and Circle. This move reflects the growing intersection of cryptos and traditional finance, aiming to stabilize their market positions. Regulatory compliance is a primary focus for these firms. Key participants including Coinbase, led by Brian Armstrong, along with Ripple and Circle CEOs. We believe that obtaining a national banking license does not only enhance our credibility as a leading digital asset platform, but also enables us to foster more innovation in the crypto space, said Armstrong. This strategic step aims to improve compliance and credibility. Enhanced stability is the anticipated result for these cryptocurrency platforms. Where's my cursor? The pursuit of a banking license could positively impact institutional investment interests. Increased regulatory compliance might attract more investments from traditional finance markets, thus potentially boosting innovation and adoption within the broader crypto space. The overlap of traditional and crypto finance is leading to economic implications. Enhanced regulatory clarity may facilitate global expansion, bridging gaps between these sectors. A banking license increases the operational versatility of these companies. Look in the next couple of days, probably next week, for me to be covering articles about how the Bank of America and all of these other banks are fighting against these applications. You watch. Potential outcomes include enhanced reputation and increased investor trust in cryptocurrency firms. These moves might stimulate greater involvement from the traditional finance sector, further integrating crypto into mainstream financial systems. Potential outcomes highlight regulatory clarity and enhanced market infrastructure. Historical trends suggest that such integrations often bolster the markets. Improve financial and technological ecosystems is both crypto and traditional domains. Very, very bullish if these banking licenses start getting approved. Devin, thank you too, my friend. I appreciate your generosity, guys. I wasn't sure how many people would be here this evening because it was kind of an impromptu live stream. We didn't get to do it at 1. Thank you guys for the super chats. Thank you for coming in and supporting me and being here. We have 177 people watching. We got 53 likes. Let's get that 100 like level, guys. You can do it. Put your back into it. And guys, speaking of Moonwell, Isaac, this one's for you, buddy. Not comfortable holding Moonwell. Check it out, guys. Moonwell at token 2049. Boom.
Hi, I'm Bree from Grappa. Up next, we have Moonwell.
Let's go. It's awkward.
And you're live with us at token 2049 on the ground in Marina Bay Sands, Singapore. We're excited to shine the spotlight on crypto industry leaders and innovators. Up next, we're thrilled to invite our guest, Luke Youngblood from Moonwell. Luke, hi, how are you going?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Fabulous, thank you. Can you tell us, Luke, in a snapshot, what is Moonwell?
Sure. Moonwell is an open lending app on the Base network where you can lend against your crypto assets like Bitcoin or staked Ethereum.
Right.
You can borrow against them. And you can also lend stable coins like USD Coin and earn yield.
Sounds incredible and very straightforward, may I say. So, Luke, let me know, how does Moonwell use AI agents to enable greater financial participation?
So the last year we launched an agent called Mamo. And Mamo is designed to help anyone learn how to use on-chain finance and crypto in a way that is very easy for, your family members or friends to onboard. They don't really have to think about, I'm using crypto.
Yeah.
But if they want to simply, lend their dollars out to Bitcoin borrowers on Coinbase and earn more than a normal high yield savings account, it makes it really easy for people to do that. And also, AI agents have the ability to increase financial participation by simply making it easy for people to learn complex concepts like how to save, how to invest, how to dollar cost average, for example, how to set aside a few $100s a month just to pay for those important things like a college education or to put a down payment on a house, that type of thing.
I must say that sounds so integral to the needs of society today, that education piece. So it's incredible you have Momo to address that. I'm thrilled.
Thank you. Yeah, we're really excited about the possibilities of AI agents to kind of help us with our finances. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think there's a huge market for that as well. So let me know, what unique advantages does deploying on the Base ecosystem provide Moonwell in terms of user adoption, scalability, and integration with Coinbase's broader system?
So it provides a lot of advantages. For those that don't know, Coinbase's network is called Base. It's a layer 2 network on Ethereum. And what it allows you to do is, you can use the Coinbase wallet or you can use the Coinbase retail app even to access on-chain financial services that are actually provided on the Base network. So this is things that are smart contract powered like Moonwell. So for example, Coinbase has a new product called Borrow that lets you borrow against your Bitcoin. Yeah. And the borrowable liquidity, the USD coin, comes from Moonwell. Yeah. And that allows, our lenders, should say, to earn 8 to 10% on their stable coins. Yeah. And then of course Bitcoin borrowers on Coinbase can simply borrow against their Bitcoin without selling it. So it kind of creates this a two-sided marketplace where you have the 100 million monthly active users on the Coinbase retail app that are trading cryptocurrency. Right. And mostly speculating on crypto, to actually access some on-chain financial services like lending and borrowing in a way that is decentralized and more like Ethereum and more like the real crypto world, if you will.
Yeah, absolutely. And just from a user perspective, or even someone who's never approached this before, can you just head to the site, jump on, and it's intuitive and straightforward from there?
Absolutely, yeah. So you can just simply head to our website, moonwell.fi, and you can begin using, you can lend and borrow. But also inside the Coinbase retail app, if you just scroll down, you'll see the Bitcoin Borrow product right there. Yeah. And it's very intuitive and easy to use. And the nice thing about it, it's a bit of they call it a DeFi mullet product, where it's a CeFi product in the front and DeFi in the back. Okay. Where you can use, you can take out a loan against your Bitcoin, and what's actually happening is the loan is being taken out on the Base network. Yeah. But to you, it's seamless and it's all inside the Coinbase retail app. And you don't really have to think about how do I use a wallet or how do I back up a seed phrase or do any of that thing.
Yeah. So it's very streamlined for new users and less educated crypto enthusiasts, maybe.
That's right. Well, just trying to make it more accessible to the 100 billion monthly active Coinbase users. Yeah. And the beauty of building on the Base ecosystem is that our apps can be kind of highlighted in this new ecosystem
Yeah.
where we can build alongside Coinbase and have access to all of their 100 million monthly active users and their capital, their Bitcoin, and their other crypto assets. In fact, a lot of these crypto assets like Bitcoin are being wrapped by Coinbase. They have CBBTC and they have like CBXRP, which is Ripple,
Yeah.
CBADA, and some of the other tokens are very popular, or the most popular crypto tokens can now be used on the Base network.
That's incredible. Incredible. How does Moonwell's integration with Morpho or optimized lending vaults enhance yield or capital efficiency for users? And what trade-off or risk does that introduce?
So Morpho, for those that don't know, is the lending primitive that all of these apps are built on. You can kind of think of it like Uniswap. A lot of assets are traded on Uniswap, and Morpho is sort of like lending in the same way that Uniswap is for trading.
Right.
So what that allows people to do is create these two-sided marketplaces. Like, for example, Coinbase created that Bitcoin marketplace where there's Bitcoin lenders or borrowers on one side and there's stablecoin lenders on the other side. And so that Morpho two-sided marketplace for money markets allows you to kind of create these places where a smart contract system, like it's like a peer-to-peer system where people can meet in the middle. The person that wants to borrow $50,000 against their Bitcoin to maybe buy a car can meet the lender that wants to provide a few $1,000s of USD coin and earn a higher than average interest rate.
I would not understand why anybody wouldn't want to jump on board, considering high yield savings accounts are up and coming and definitely people are jumping on board. But yours honestly sounds even more intuitive and better value for money, so to speak.
Yeah, borrowing is one of the most durable use cases in crypto because everyone wants to speculate on crypto. And most of the people that have been, early Bitcoiners or early to some of these projects do have significant amounts of coins that they don't want to sell. And so they can get leverage on those coins for trading strategies, or they can simply get leverage to buy things in the real world. And it's relatively safe because it's all kind of curated by Coinbase, that they're trusted, they have all the Bitcoin in cold storage. And that it's it's safe and it's regulated and it's compliant with all the laws. And I think that provides that really safe venue for the retail users to kind of understand that their money is safe. And then DeFi is just sort of opening the lens to make these products easier to use and tokenize everything really.
Well, look, it sounds incredible, and I'm super excited to see where you guys are headed. And I want to thank you for your time today. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. You've been live with Luke Youngblood from Moonwell at Token 2049. For more news and interviews, head to Graphic.
I gotta be honest with you guys. I feel like when we look back at the 2025 bull run, the parabolic phase of this bull run, I really do think that people are going to look back at projects like Moonwell in the decentralized finance narrative, and they're going to say, I can't believe I missed that one. Like, how did I not get in on Moonwell, right? I mean, partnerships with the likes of Visa. In some ways, they're very much like a legitimate Celsius platform. I saw that comment there from Jed said exactly. It's like Celsius, but legitimate. And partnerships, the likes of Visa, for example, which reminds me of Zbeck partnering up with MasterCard, right? So, guys, lending protocols are kind of what a lot of these decentralized finance projects are starting to move towards. They're introducing lending protocols like Swift, like XPR, MetalPay, XCN, right? It's only a matter of time before you see Zbeck introduce one, in my opinion. So, yeah, I could not be more bullish on Moonwell, guys. I get asked about it all the time, and my approach has not changed at all. I am ultra bullish on the future of Moonwell. What do we got? James, have you heard of Gorbanga? Ticker's Gore. A friend suggested for a good sleeper. I'm a Patreon member. Appreciate. I'm actually looking at it right now on another screen, my friend. And honestly, I mean, it's a meme coin. It's what you have to understand is that it is a high risk, high reward play, right? So as long as you're willing to look at it that way, I wouldn't make it like one of my top holdings or anything. But if you wanted to throw a little bit of cheddar into it, obviously not financial advice, then, I mean, by all means, go ahead. I probably would if I was in your shoes. I wouldn't make it one of my top holdings, though. It's too high risk, high reward. It's a meme coin at the end of the day, right? But it's got potential. It's got a lot of listings. So yeah, I mean, it's got the potential. It's there, right? So yeah. Ari says, "Well, to the moon." There you go. Candyman sent me a message. Yeah, I got like 12 messages I still have to get through. So, Alex, dang, been gone so long. Rob's done growing a beard. Yep, and it's gray. Beast mode. What's up, man? Thanks, Rob. You're the man's man, brother. Lose, win, or draw, you're a blessing, brother. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Isaac, shots fired. Shame on me. I like the project. You can trade it on Coinbase, can't you? They're on the Base network. You should be able to. Buying more Moonwell now, and Honey is real beat up. Yes, exactly. That's called opportunity. Mario, I'm bullish on Moonwell. I'm a kid at a candy store again. There you go. Exactly. That's how you got to be, guys. You got to take advantage, right? Bitcoin approaching all-time highs amid market surge. Bitcoin is nearing all-time highs, trading around $124,000 as the cryptocurrency market cap reaches $4.21 trillion, fueled by growing institutional interest. This surge highlights Bitcoin's role as a macroeconomic hedge against global uncertainties, with increased institutional investments and activity in major cryptocurrencies like Ethereum and Solana. Danny, I see you, brother. The total crypto market cap has exceeded 4.21 trillion as Bitcoin nears all-time highs. Yes, we already know that. Leading experts, including Jeffrey Kendrick from Standard Charter, suggests upcoming record highs for Bitcoin, highlighting an impact of macro events on its trajectory. As Kendrick stated, it is now ready and that Bitcoin will print fresh all-time highs next week. The shutdown matters this time. The surge has boosted confidence in digital assets with record movements in market frameworks and strong bullish sentiment. Among cryptocurrencies, Ethereum and Solana also see increased activity. Financially, Bitcoin's rise marks a 29% increase year to date. Institutional backing highlights the growing role of financial sectors in supporting crypto infrastructure. Unlike past shutdowns such as 2018-2019, current economic conditions and correlated metrics like the U.S. Treasury term premium significantly influence Bitcoin's price. Analysts predict formal recognition of Bitcoin as a macro hedge, given ongoing infrastructure investments and historical trends. This is very, very bullish for Bitcoin. To sum it up, is Bitcoin a good stock? Well, Dusty Hunt, Bitcoin is not a stock, so probably not. It's a good crypto, yes. Absolutely, everyone should hold some Bitcoin, in my humble opinion. Back in the U.S., just in time for Pumptober. Danny's my guy. Alex, anybody pick up a Decent wallet? Any good? Yes, Alex, actually, Decent Wallet is our channel sponsor. And if you use my link in the description, you'll actually get a great deal. I have 5 of them now. So, yes, I love my Decent wallet. Big Mike dropping that cheddar. Always got my back, bro. Zebek to 10 cents. Easy money. Big Rob, your thoughts? Appreciate you, brother. You know what? Yes, 8 to 10 cents is just becoming more and more realistic and like not even realistic, but kind of conservative for a project like Zebek, in my opinion, right? If they can achieve like a massive TVL in their ecosystem on top of everything else, like if they can really incentivize people to stake and lock up their tokens, man, Zebek could really fly. Honestly, really could fly. Candyman says, yes, Alex, I have a Decent wallet and I love it. Ordered number 2 and 3. There you go, man. There you go. Okay, we got one more clip to get into here, guys, and then I'll let you guys go because I know you got the open mic night over on the Patreon, hosted by our very own crypto mom, Ramona. Chicago Fed President Goolsbee, I'm a little weary about front-loading too many rate cuts.
8:30, no jobs report today, but we have something better. We want to bring in our Steve Leisman and Chicago Fed President Austin Goolsbee. Steve.
I don't know about me being better, but Austin certainly has the potential here. Austin, thanks for joining us. Austin Goolsbee, Chicago Fed president. Austin, it's 8:33, 38, 39, and we don't have the jobs report. I want to know how confident you feel right now that you know what's going on in the U.S. economy.
Well, I will say two things. One, it's the first Friday of the month. We're sitting here on the quietest jobs day. So something's wrong with the universe. We didn't get the final countdown walk-on music. And so the Chicago Fed, not because we knew there was going to be a government shutdown, we didn't, but because we've been trying to get better real-time measures of what's happening in the job market, we've recently rolled out the Chicago Fed labor market indicators. And one of those indicators, we turn to 11 different data sources. We take the official data plus high-quality private sector sources, and one of the numbers that we keep is a real-time estimate of what will be the unemployment rate. So barring getting an actual unemployment rate, we released yesterday that the unemployment rate would have been announced to be 4.3%. That is unchanged and stay where it is.
Austin, I looked at that data and your methodology there, and it looks a little bit like you're California sober on that, in the sense that you have not really forsworn the official data. A lot of it's based on the official data. So
Correct.
It seems like we're kind of cool in knowing
I totally agree.
Yeah, it's kind of cool in knowing what today might have been, but we don't know about, let's say, next week when we don't get jobless claims, although we are getting some state level stuff. Goldman Sachs came out with a report this morning estimating that in the absence of two states, they think it would have been 224,000. But isn't it right, as time goes by, we lose contact with
as
what
time
we think
goes
is
by,
the
it will
reality?
get worse. There's no question the best jobs data in the world come from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. We need that data. We want that data. We can use what we have, which are private sector sources. We can look at the state unemployment claims and plug those into the formula. Over time, exactly as you say, Steve, it's going to get farther and farther from the truth. Even the private sector sources rely on the BLS data to kind of normalize and make their samples representative. But we fight with the army we have. At moments like this, where it's critically important that we're figuring out whether the economy's in a moment of transition, this is what we have. And thus far, it still continues to point to a pretty stable labor market, in my view.
So does that keep you on the trajectory you were on? I'm trying to think, and I don't love this metaphor because I don't even watch anything about planes and problems, but you know, you're at 36,000 feet, you're cruising at 562 miles an hour with some kind of tailwind, whatever you want to call it. And one of your screens goes out. Do you keep on the same trajectory, which right now the market believes is to cut interest rates?
Well, look, you know that Paul Volcker used to tell me our job at the Fed is to act and the market's job is to react, and let's not get the order mixed up. So what the market expects is not in the Fed's mandate. What should be in the decision of the Fed are the economic conditions, unemployment and inflation. That raises the degree of difficulty when we cover up one of the eyes or put a screen where you can't see the data. I think everyone on the FOMC has to come to their own determination of what does it mean for the trajectory. As you know, before we got into some of the dust in the air, I believe that the underlying economy rates can afford to come down over time in a gradual basis, a fair amount from where they are now. But this uptick of inflation that we've been seeing, coupled with the payroll jobs numbers deteriorating, have put the central bank in a bit of a sticky spot where you're getting deterioration of both sides of the mandate at the same time. If the inflation looks like it's going to be transitory, and I say that word with some fear, then I think the employment side of the mandate would be dominant. But with that, you see this uptick in inflation, and particularly the uptick in services inflation, which is probably not coming from tariffs, I'm a little wary about front loading too many rate cuts and just counting on the inflation going away.
On Wednesday, Austin, we heard from ADP, and something with the overall revisions of the BLS was used as to sort of explain why it was such a big miss on ADP in the private sector payroll. Did you hear that? Can you explain it? Was it a big miss? Was it as bad as it looked, or was it just catching up with the revisions that the BLS numbers had already told us?
Yeah, and now we can't ask the folks at the BLS because we got a government shutdown. I don't want to weigh in on the revisions, except to say the BLS is the best data in the world, period. And all data, private sector and public sector data, because people don't like answering surveys and the response rate is falling, we're going to get bigger revisions. There's going to be more noise in all the data series. So the fact that we're in a moment where on immigration and on labor force participation, we've got some question marks that we don't know, mean that people should be wary over-indexing on monthly aggregates, which includes BLS payroll numbers. It includes ADP. If you over-index on that as a measure of the business cycle, you could make a big mistake. We saw that in 2023 and 2024 when we were getting very big monthly job growth numbers, and it wasn't a sign that the economy was overheating. It wasn't a sign of massive growth rates. It was a sign that population was changing in a way that we didn't understand.
Do you have a dog analogy? You got it. You only got two. Is that the sum total of your? You just. How about
Look,
this? Did you hear this one?
Dogs. It's always the same analogy. But one of the key rules of the data dogs is sniff every piece of data that hits the kitchen floor because it might be food.
How about?
It might be food. Nice. Well, it looks like the market is assuming that the jobs numbers are going to come out bad, which is good for crypto and investments, risk on assets, right? So, Paul, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. ZBEX pumped. Yeah, ZBEX up 8%. Not bad. Beast Mode says, my Ramona. Do. Alex, got a question for you, Rob. I started watching you about 1 year ago and caught XCN. Since I've listened to a bunch of talking heads, after a year of learning crypto, I must say, Rob is the OG. He's got the fries that'll cross your eyes. I may have put that last part in myself. All right, guys, get over to the Patreon. Check out the open mic Friday night hosted by Ramona. My Ramona. Absolutely. Alex says, if I had listened, I'd be retired. So, yeah, sorry for poo-pooing your picks from a year ago. So, for any newbies, Rob's pretty smart. My 2 cents. Hey, we don't hold grudges here, Alex. We love everybody, brother. We love you, man. You're part of the family. You're the black sheep, right? Quicksilver says, it allows you to easily. There you go. So yeah, guys, get over there. I am also dropping another trade video over in our trading group on the Patreon as well. Guys, all of our training courses are free to Patreon members. Get over there, check them out. Get into our trading group. Check out these trades. We drop trades every single day, sometimes multiple trades. Get that extra powder, guys. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Get your butts over to the open mic Friday night. God bless.